A murder case almost 5 years in the making. Hannah Payne is accused of tracking down 62-year-old Kenneth Herring and shooting him after he allegedly left the scene of an accident.
Hannah Payne is accused of shooting and killing a man who drove away from a crash. As Fox 5's Morris Digg tells us, this case has prompted an outcry, both in support and in opposition of Payne's actions.
So how did this routine traffic incident turn into this woman serving life in prison? Let's talk about it. So this is 21-year-old Hannah Payne, whose life took a turn for the worse when she decided to become an undeputized law enforcement officer and unfortunately killed a man?
Nick, she was trying to act like the police. Clayton County's district attorney says that's what Hannah Payne was doing when she shot and killed 62-year-old Kenneth Herring. Police say Herring left the scene of an accident earlier this month after suffering a medical emergency. Payne followed him, eventually opening fire. Herring's wife says the 21-year-old took the law into her own hands.
Hannah Payne, the defendant, is accused of murdering 62-year-old Kenneth Herring after an alleged struggle over a gun back in May of 2019.
We're in May 2019, where 62-year-old Kenneth Herring has just ran a red light and crashed into an 18-wheeler in Georgia. Now, Herring had stopped and stayed at the scene for about 20 minutes, and people had noticed that he was acting strangely. Now, no one is sure if it was whether he was under the influence of something or if he had hit his head in the accident. But people started getting concerned and called 911. Here is one of those 911 calls.
Clayton County 911, what is the location of your emergency?
Clark Howell and Forest Parkway. We had a call earlier, and it's been over like 20 minutes now. And no police or no ambulance have shown up at this location. And like I said, it's a Red Dakota and a semi-tractor truck. And none has showed up at this moment in time.
Okay, I just see the call. We already have someone on the way.
The reason why I'm asking that, because the driver who caused the accident, I think he's impaired. Something's going on with him. And so the thing about it, we're trying to tell him to turn his vehicle off and smoke, and he's not following the command. So that's why I'm asking to see and he's moving his ear. He's going to drive off now. He's driving off. Take a picture of the driver license. Take a picture quick. He's driving off.
Where's he going toward?
Yeah, he's heading towards Riverdale Road, Upper Riverdale Road. That's where he's heading.
What kind of vehicle is it? Is that
he's
the
in
Red
the Red
Dakota?
Get out the road, sir. Get out the road. Hurry up.
What's the tag number?
Red Dakota, front end damage to the Red Dakota. Did you get a picture of the driver light? The tag. Oh man, let's get out the road. Get out the road. He's heading towards Riverdale Road, heading towards 285 area. Riverdale Road. He's heading west on Forest Parkway towards the area.
Give me one moment.
Okay, good. Go. He's gone. Now the other driver who was in she's going to take a picture of the vehicle. Yeah, he's sledding. He's
How many
an
vehicles
African
were
American.
involved?
2 vehicles. His vehicle and the truck. The truck is still here. The driver of the truck is still here. And so, sir, step out the road. Just step out the road, please. So he's in a Red Dakota. It's a 96 model, give or take 97 model. He's an older black gentleman, gray hair, blue shirt on, and front end damage. Heavily front end damage in front. Heavily front end. I knew he was going to do something. If I was in uniform, I would have took a T, but I didn't. So
Okay. So
he's heading towards that area. If we can get policemen up that way, I know it's traffic. I know there's an incident up that way. Hopefully, that there's another officers on that see him.
give me one moment.
I know it's RHA 5933. There it was. RHA 5933. RHA 5933.
I got it. Robert Henry Adam 5933.
Yes. It's okay. She got it. It's all good. Yeah. Hopefully the lady in the Jeep was almost in the incident, so she turned around and she went after him. So she's going to take a picture of his vehicle and stuff. Can't you believe it? I knew he was something wrong with that guy. I knew it. This is crazy. Yeah. Well, he's not gonna get far. This truck gonna overheat. This truck is gonna overheat. Okay, ma'am, you have my number. If anything, y'all can hit me back. But I'm here with the driver of the truck, the semi truck, and everything. So my number, you have it.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right.
So as you heard on the 911 call, the driver followed Kenneth. That driver was Hannah Payne. She actually also observed the crash when the driver, Kenneth, ran the red light. Here's her 911 call.
I actually called about 20 minutes ago for an accident, and no one has shown up yet. But I am under the impression that the guy that caused the accident, who ran the red light, is drunk, and he's gotten back in his car, and he's looking like he's trying to drive away.
Okay, can you get his tag number?
Hold on, he's driving away. It's a red Dodge Dakota. Give me 1 second, hold on. Okay, so he is going west, down Clark House. Down Fort Parkway.
Okay, so you couldn't get a tag number?
No, but I'm catching up to him right now.
Okay, ma'am, we actually do not want you to chase him. We just want you to be safe. And it's
I
not
understand.
to chase him.
I understand 100%. I'm just going to get the tag number, if nothing else. But I am going west down Forest Parkway. And we are almost up to him. I mean, his radiator is busted and everything. So I honestly have no idea how he's driving the truck the way that it is. Okay. It is a Georgia tag. License plate is RHA as in apple 4859.
Okay. So if you can go back to that location where the incident happened, it's because someone is actually on the way to you guys now.
Okay, well, there's a police officer there, but he is drunk. I'm sorry that I'm here to tell you I'm not going to follow him. Because he is going to cause another accident. So I will stay behind him until an officer can get to us. But until then, I'm not moving.
Yeah, no, that's what I want. I want you guys to go back to the location where it happened, and an officer will be out there momentarily, okay? Ma'am. Ma'am. Yes.
Ma'am, he just pulled the trigger of my gun in my hand while he was.
Ma'am,
I need a police
you were not
officer
supposed
now.
to follow him.
He hit my car.
Okay, you got the tag number.
There's a police officer down the street. Tell them to come up here now. He pulled the trigger on my gun after he attacked me. Tell the police officer to turn around from the 285 And now he needs paramedics. I'm safe, but he ain't. Can you say? You say what happened?
Okay, ma'am, where are you guys located now? Ma'am.
I don't know. I did. No, I don't.
Okay, ma'am.
There's a police officer here now.
Okay, speak with them.
All right.
The state will now republish State's Exhibit 6, which is Tiana McCraney's 911 call.
Clayton County 911.
It's a cop.
Hey, call the transfer. Hold on, sweetheart. Call it about Forest Parkway and Riverdale Road.
Yes, I got him.
Okay.
Got
Hello?
him.
Hello?
Hi. I'm sorry. I'm on the intersection of Phoenix Boulevard and Riverdale, right before the highway. Is this woman? Okay. So, sorry, they got it was like a merging lane, and then it was a merging lane, and then she like got impatient and went around him for no reason because it was coming traffic, and then he almost hit her because he did that, so he braked suddenly, but then she got mad and hopped out her car, and then she pulled out her gun and started screaming at him, and he was like, what the heck? And then she was like, I will shoot you, and she started hitting him. Yes.
Okay, now where are you guys?
We're right by the exit of 285 West and 285 North.
Now, as you just heard on that 911 call, the 911 operator stated for Hannah not to follow the other driver since she already had the plate number. You've already identified him, so they can catch him later. But Hannah refused, and she continued anyway.
Okay. So, if you can go back to that location where the incident happened, it's because someone is actually on the way to you guys now.
Okay, well, there's a police officer there, but he is drunk. I'm sorry that I'm here to tell you I'm not going to follow him because he is going to cause another accident. So I will stay behind him until an officer can get to us, but until then, I'm not moving.
Yeah, no, that's what I want. I want you guys to go back to the location where it happened, and an officer will be out there momentarily, okay?
Now, in a pretty weird twist, Payne reportedly blocked the other driver by driving her car in front of his car and then confronting him with a handgun. Allegedly, she jumped out of the car, demanding that he get out of the car. Here's how the witnesses described what they saw.
Hello? Hi. I'm sorry. I'm on the intersection of Phoenix Boulevard and Riverdale, right before the highway. Is this woman? Okay, so sorry, they got it was like a merging lane, and then it was a merging lane, and then she like stopped impatient and went around him for no reason because it was coming traffic, and then he almost hit her because he did that, so he braked suddenly, but then she got mad, hopped out her car, and then she pulled out her gun and started screaming at him, and he was like, what the heck? And then she was like, I was just shooting, and she started hitting him. Yes. Okay.
And she was like trying to fight him through the window.
And when you say she was trying to fight him through the window, what did you actually see?
I just saw her hands moving, get out of the car, motherfucker, doing all this. I never saw anyone's hands come out of the window, per se, but I did see her at the window.
And could you see anything that the victim was doing inside of the vehicle at that time?
I couldn't see anything he was doing inside the vehicle. I never saw his hands come out of the vehicle. from where I was.
Now, after you observed her hands moving and telling the victim to get out of the vehicle, what, if anything else, did you see?
Her pull a gun. After she pulled the gun, she shot him and she said, "Now you need an ambulance."
Now, when she pulled the gun, when did you hear the shot?
Immediately.
Now, were you able to observe any of the victim's demeanor during the entire incident?
No.
And do you see the person who shot the victim in the courtroom today?
I do.
Can you identify them by an article of clothing they're wearing and identify where they're sitting in the courtroom?
She's sitting directly in front of me wearing a blue shirt.
Let the record reflect that the witnesses identified the defendant in open court.
Now, when police reached the scene, here's what police body camera showed.
This guy said they shot a 41 right there, and the lady pulled out a 69 and shot at the other guy. Right there, like right down the street, there's the next there. Yeah, can you move forward a little bit? Guns in the car. No, I don't. All right. Yeah, we get that. We get that. What do you name that, bro? He has that, bro. 1228. Oh, my God. 1228, bro. Suddenly a 4 to Riverdale Road and Forest Park there, 50 and off 41.
All right, so those are the facts that we gathered from the witnesses and the 911 calls. But Payne gave her subjective side of the story. She said that the man in the car actually attacked her. When she approached the car, he grabbed her and tried to grab her gun. And she also claims that she didn't pull the trigger and shoot him. He actually shot himself by pulling the trigger. So here's her 911 call. And I want you to listen. You're going to hear when she initially gets out the car and she says, "Get out the car, get the F out the car." She's ordering the other guy to get out the car. She also says, "I will shoot you." And then she claims on the 911 call that he pulled the trigger and shot himself. So listen to all that on this call.
Ma'am. Yes.
Ma'am, he just pulled the trigger of my gun in my hand while he was.
Ma'am, you were not supposed to follow him.
He hit my car.
Okay, you got the tag number.
There's a police officer down the street. Tell them to come up here now.
Now, the entire time from her getting out of the car till the shot being fired was less than a minute. So it's a very, very small amount of time. Now, the police didn't buy Payne's story, and Payne was arrested for murder and released on a $100,000 bond.
Malice murder, 2 counts of felony murder, aggravated assault, false imprisonment, and 3 counts of possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime. The charges stem from the shooting of 62-year-old Kenneth Herring. Police say on May 7th, Payne witnessed Herring leaving the scene of a minor accident. She called 911 but disobeyed the dispatcher's orders. Payne followed Herring's vehicle, eventually blocked his vehicle in, ordered him to get out of the vehicle before shooting and killing the 62-year-old. It was later learned that Herring was on his way to the hospital during a medical emergency. On May 31st, Payne was granted a $100,000 bond.
Now, Payne was found guilty on all counts. Why? Because she had no legal authority to pull anyone over. She had no legal authority to demand anything. Even if the driver had fled the scene of the minor traffic accident, she had no legal authority to make a citizen's arrest over a minor traffic incident. Now, her only defense in this case was self-defense, and the jury rejected her claim. Now, she was given life imprisonment without the possibility of parole.
Thank you so much for joining us this Friday afternoon. I'm Jonathan Martin. Breaking just into our newsroom, a woman convicted now of shooting and killing a man has been sentenced to life in prison. Just moments ago, a Clayton County judge sentenced Hannah Payne. Earlier this week, you might remember, a jury found her guilty for the 2019 shooting death of 62-year-old Kenneth Herring. They say she followed him after he left the scene of a crash. Payne was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole.
So at the end of the day, what do you think about this case? Now, this reminded me of the case of Trayvon Martin, but there are a lot of differences here. For instance, in the Trayvon Martin case, Trayvon Martin actually attacked George Zimmerman, and that was clear, even from all the witness statements and everything. So it gave George Zimmerman a plausible self-defense claim. Here, Hannah Payne's self-defense claim seemingly going out the window. She was the aggressor. She went up to the car. She's telling him to get out the car. She had a gun in her hand. And when things go bad, you just now then can't claim, well, hey, I was defending myself because the guy I was pointing a gun at started fighting back. Essentially, anyone who is the aggressor in a situation can then claim that the person started fighting back and that's why they shot them. And that's why when you look at self-defense law, generally, if you are the aggressor, you extinguish your claim to self-defense because you are the aggressor. So let me know how you think this story ended up. Now, do I think a life sentence is appropriate for this? I think 10, 15 years in prison, something like that may be appropriate because she did kill a man kind of, very, very recklessly. But I think a life sentence is a little harsh. But, that's just the way the laws are in Georgia. Let me know how you feel in the comment section. Tell me where I'm wrong. And my name is Nate the Lawyer, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.